All right, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone and where you are joining us from. Welcome to the Daisy Wealth Multiplier System, and my name is Solomon James. You are only one financial vehicle away from a totally different life, and our desire is that the vehicle that we will be sharing with you will be one that will be meaningful enough to give you that desired life. We'll be talking about Daisy and everything around tonight's meeting. It's about Daisy. So one might want to ask, so what is Daisy? Well, Daisy is a decentralized artificial intelligence system. Before we run into full throttle into Daisy, let's give you a little intro and we will be back. Just allow me to enable the sound. All right, take a listen.
What if you could have the advantage of owning stock equity in the most disruptive financial technology companies before they go public, and at the same time earn ongoing profit-sharing rewards and income simply by becoming a part of a record-breaking crowdfunding platform? Profits, equity, and income. Welcome to Daisy. Daisy, which stands for Decentralized AI System, is a smart contract crowdfunding with 1,000 contributors and over 120 million in contributions in its first 30 days. Daisy is positioned to be the fastest billion-dollar project of its kind. For as little as a 100 USDT contribution, Daisy members have instant access to profits, equity, and income. And it is all done with 100% transparency on the blockchain. The first technology company that the Daisy community is crowdfunding is Endotech, a brilliant financial technology team that has developed the AI backbone for many of the top financial institutions around the world and is now developing the next generation of AI trading technology for today's financial markets, including digital currency. During Daisy's Phase 1 crowdfunding window, every member who contributes $100 or more will receive stock equity in Endotech prior to the company going public. And it doesn't stop with equity. Every member also receives 70% of the profit rewards generated from the ongoing performance of Endotech's AI trading system. Daisy's first crowdfunding phase has a limited placement of 500 million USDT into live trading for the purpose of testing and development, and has already exceeded 60 million in just the first 30 days of being live. And because Daisy is a 100% peer-to-peer model by the smart contract, Daisy has been recognized as the most powerful community and crowdfunding model ever created, where every member can have profits, equity, and income, even if you never refer a single person. If you love the idea of benefiting from emerging financial technology companies, if you want to take advantage of the digital currency revolution, regardless of if the markets are up or down, and if you're open to diversifying your profits, equity, and income, we hope that you will accept our invitation to learn more and watch the next video. It could very well be the smartest 10-minute decision you have ever made.
Okay, there you have it. Profits, equity, and income. So what's Daisy? What's Daisy all about? Well, first, Daisy is an equity crowdfunding model for the financial technology sector. It's a decentralized autonomous organization. Through the use of a smart contract on the public blockchain, we are not a company. It's a model where everyone can win with profit, with equity, and with income. And we are currently crowdfunding Endotech, which is a third-party company for the Daisy AI project. And everyone that makes this contribution will be receiving exclusive stock equity and staking rewards. You are going to know what all of this is all about. So what's the Daisy AI? There are two things here. Daisy is a community. Daisy AI is the project. Again, for emphasis purpose, the community is Daisy. And what we are actually crowdfunding right now is a Daisy AI. So what's Daisy AI? It's a decentralized AI system that is being developed by Endotech. And Daisy AI will be the next generation of AI trading because Endotech is into the development of AI. So their plan is to make Daisy AI the next generation of AI trading. And Daisy AI will significantly multiply the current AI performance that they are having, which currently is very good, but they intend to use this new AI, which is super AI, we call it, to get a result that is 4 times what they are currently getting. So Daisy AI is the first project being capitalized by the Daisy crowd fund. And Daisy AI will be receiving 10 million US dollars for the development from the referral plan. And the target for the live Daisy AI trading account is 500 million US dollars in a Daisy fund, because when you create the AI, then there should be money to test it out. So there's another 500 million US dollar being raised for this. So Daisy AI is Endotech's part to also becoming a publicly traded company, which they intend to do next year. So who is Endotech that is actually behind this AI project? Well, Endotech is the first technology partner for the Daisy crowd fund, and it's a global fintech company with specialties in AI trading systems. They have a roadmap to complete Daisy AI and be publicly traded next year, 2022. And currently, they are providing AI trading system for top financial institutions. They have a proven track record of high performance results, and we'll show you a few. And it's being founded by Dr. Anna Becker and also operated by top AI scientists. So who is Dr. Anna Becker leading the charge here? She's very passionate about artificial intelligence, and her deep learning algorithm manages over $1 billion of investment. That's assets under management. And this has been deployed in managing institutional monies for more than a decade. Our teams of AI scientists have more than 20 proprietary AI systems in operation, and this serves as the AI investment backbone of trading at more than 150 investment firms across the United States, Europe, and Asia. At the age of 20, Dr. Anna was able to solve a 20-year-old mathematical, 30-year-old mathematical problem that has never been solved using what she calls an approximation algorithm by a factor of 2, which now has wide application in operating system, database system, and even VLSI chip design. She has worked with CME, CBOT, FCM, and other participants of the futures and commodity ecosystem to promote algorithmic trading platform both to retail and institutional clients. Following her PhD in artificial intelligence at the Eli Technion University in Israel, where she resides, Dr. Becker has founded and sold several AI companies in the fintech space and is currently the founder and the CEO of Endotech. Her publications have been distributed in the leading AI financial circles across Europe and America, and our machine learning systems have been integrated into some of the world's largest and most successful banks and funds worldwide, including Dragon Holding, even up to MF Global. Now, this is a result of what has happened in their past trades and the performance they've gotten, and this is real. So first, understand here that past performance, again, is not indicative of future performance. What we share here is for informational use only. You may choose to do your due diligence by visiting their website, www.endotech.io, and you will discover to engage the services of Endotech. Number one, you will need 125,000 US dollars, okay, to get the licensing fee, which is renewable every year. So you need 125,000 US dollars. Second requirement you will see on their site, you will need a minimum of $1 million in your trading account to begin with. So to engage the service of Endotech, you need about $1.125 million to start with. Come to think about that, that's not for the average Joe, $1.125 million. But this is one of such trade that began in January 2018 with $1 million being traded. And in the space of 34 months, okay, 34 months, and it gives some impressive results. Now, it's annually was doing about 814%, but in the space of 34 months compounded made a result of about 2,239%. And this is fantastic for that period. I mean, you go to your traditional money market and see what they've done even in 5 years, and getting to see over 2,000% in 34 months, that's something to behold. But there's something interesting here that I want to point us to, and that is even the fact that in this 34 months, they had 21 winning months and they had 30 losing months. Because for some of us, you can join us and you begin to see, oh, there is a drop, there is a dip, few percentage down, and you begin to scream. Then this might not be for you, because we do not want drama. We are telling you what it is and how it is, because for every one of us on this project, the trades are real-time trades. So you get to see the effect of the market in real time, because some persons will begin to see perhaps a minus and they say, no, what we wanted is an ever profiting going straight line graph, and it just keeps going up. That's not how this works. It responds to real-time market simulations, and but it's factored in a way that in the long haul it still gives you profit, because if you have 13 losing months and at the end of the day you are still doing over 2,000%, then hey, if you were to allow your money work for you, I think this will be worthwhile. I just needed us to understand that. Then you also see worst daily loss, minus 15. There are companies that will even talk about losses. They just tell you all the hypes, and suddenly you begin to see these shocks. And so there is nothing hidden here. And if you go to listen to Dr. Anna Baker, we'll have the opportunity to listen to her on Monday, okay, on a live webinar, and she'll tell you what the market is doing and the scenarios, so that you have the right expectation and the right frame of mind. Okay, this is another trading result here. This actually began last year, September 1. In a space of 70 days, a $10,000 trading account was actually turned to about $40,000. So again, that's about 300% just in about 70 days. Even with that, they still had one winning month and one losing month. So again, this is to emphasize that in case there is a drop, does not mean it will not work out, so that you have the right expectation and no drama in the community. Okay, so all of this can be monitored with your phone wherever you are in the world, in traffic, you are commuting, you are traveling. You can just pick up your device and you see what your portfolio is doing within the community. This is my personal trade. I had the opportunity to beta test this with some of the team leaders here when it started in January. Just for 4 days, we beta tested the system. Then it was shut down and upgraded to be able to come alive, to get in more people who see the value March 30th. So, but within that period, I see my account trading, creating results, and you can see this was even May 1. I withdraw about 1,207. I have another one, withdraw 1,400 and something. So there's a lot of, and you can always see a request payout, request payout, request payout. So once you are in profit, you are going to see the live button coming out for you to withdraw, just for your information. So this Endotex roadmap registered in 2012. 2017, they started the development of this current AI that they are using for the crypto market, which had the commercial launch in 2018. And like I said, March 30th this year, the launch of the Daisy crowdfund went live. And the plan is to complete Daisy AI by 2022. They go public. So we have the IPO with an additional Forex trading software, also algorithm that they look to add, and an additional $1 billion in fund for that, because Forex is quite a very liquid market. 2023, they are looking to add additional asset classes cover using AI to cover stock, commodities, futures, and the rest. So basically what we are seeing here is one platform that is trying to use AI to disrupt the world. That it doesn't matter where it's going, whether it's a Forex world, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whether it's futures, you can actually use their AI to milk in your profit. So for every one of us that is making contributions to this project, well, what are rewards? Well, first you begin by funding through the 10 crowdfunding tiers that we have in the community, and it begins with as little as $100 to be a part of the community. Now, this is the project one. Now, everyone that contributes get their proportional share of 5% of Endotech stock. So part of the bargain with Endotech is it's like Shark Tank. I mean, you make contribution to their dreams, to the idea. You must have certain things in return. So part of the negotiations and the agreement was for everyone that makes a contribution, Endotech is releasing 5% of their shares to the community, and everyone will get their proportional share of 5% based on their contribution. 50 to 70% of each contribution is used in trading for development. So again, as you make the contribution, 50 to 70% of your contribution will be used for trading. Again, we'll come to that. 70% of the trading profits are rewarded back to the contributor. Remember, you need to have paid $125,000 to be able to access Endotech. But right now, because you are coming in through the community, they are taking a portion of the money to trade, and without you paying that $125,000 and the rest, as they trade, whatever profit is being made, 70% of the trading profits are rewarded back to you. So I just showed you my result. That's exactly what happened there. 15% of the trading profits are rewarded back on our plan. So that simply means out of whatever profits they make, they give you 17%, they return 15% back to the community, which will be distributed. I'll show you how. Then they also take 15% for their own performance fee. Contributors can withdraw trading rewards at any time. And like you could see my result, I had withdrawn, and I've withdrawn more than that. Now, all contributors are able to participate in the DAISY referral plan, 100% optional. There's a referral structure around this, but you can choose to if you want. And the referral plan itself pays out up to 46% of each contribution that anybody makes, so which is very, very good. Why isn't the smart contract for distributions of the funds? Again, since we said it's not a company, so there's no CFO, there is no MD, there is no whatever. So it's a smart contract that they are using for the distribution of the contributions that we make to the project. So how does it work? You will need a Tron wallet. So you need to go and download a Tron Link wallet, okay, or your iOS, Android, or even your laptop, okay, and Chrome extension. You fund it from your Tron wallet. You make a contribution towards the DAISY project. The money you make, the contribution you make towards the DAISY project is divided into two. First, 50% of it will go, 50 to 70%, depending on your level of contribution, will go into the trading fund. Trading fund, remember I said some portion of the money will be traded, while the remaining half will be going into the DAISY Crown, which is the referral part of the model. Now, for every one of us who have our funds in the DAISY fund, that fund is released by the smart contract to Endotech. Remember, we are crowdfunding Endotech, so they are applying their current algorithm on the fund while they are building out the new super AI. Whatever profit they make, remember, you get 70%, the community gets 15%, that's already 85%, and all payments are coming back to your Tron wallet. For those of us that choose to build a tribe, build a community, you are also being rewarded. Somebody called me tonight, okay, he might be on the call, Chief Joseph, and he said to me, look, there is so much benefit sharing, building a community. And I said, yes. Now, up to 46% is also available. Interestingly, all the payments come to your Tron wallet. It is not DAISY that owns Tron wallet. It's a third-party wallet, but again, it's a wallet under your custody. They have no access to it, so they want to make sure through the smart contract, everything is deployed instantly to that wallet. So we're using the Tron blockchain for this, and we're using Tron USDT TRC20 for this project because it allows for instant payout and distributions of funds. It removes the need for a company to be in control. It allows all promises to be executed instantly with 100% transparency. 100% transparency, you can check that from the blockchain. And the Tron blockchain itself is among the fastest and the most scalable. It integrates with most cutting-edge dApp wallets and browsers, and Tron is a top emerging decentralized app platform with a very big future. Someone is asking, can I be passive about this? I'm already engaged in too many things. My hands are seems full. I don't want to carry another job. Can I be a part of it? Yes, you can benefit passively even if you do not refer anybody. How is that possible? There are three ways. Number one, you get to own equity. You have potential return from selling Endotech stocks or receiving dividends in the future. For making a contribution, you are getting potential, you have that potential of selling Endotech stocks. Remember, they are going public next year. So that's passive. Okay, you don't need to do anything, just make a contribution, and based on your contribution, you keep accumulating those numbers of stocks. Number two is a trading reward. I just showed you by making a contribution, and most partners of this project can also testify to same. They take a portion of your contribution and they begin to trade. So potential reward from successful trading performance using Endotech's AI system on the DAISY fund, which again 70% goes to you. Then there's potential matrix spillover. You can generate a maximum of a 48% return on crowdfunding contribution from spillovers in the referral plan, even with no referral. Now, we're getting practically daily people who just say, look, I saw money in my account, I saw money in my wallet, I've not brought in anybody. That is what we mean, it's passive, okay? It's not something you have control over. It's a circle of concern for you, not a circle of control, since you are not building a tribe. But for those who are building, they can build enough that it begins to fall under your structure and you begin to earn, because we run a 3x10 matrix system. Much more on this shortly. Now, there are 10 doorways to which you can join us in the DAISY community. The minimum is $100 in USDT, which we call tier 1. So tier 2 is $200. Tier 2 means outside the $100, you paid another $200. It's not an additional $100 making it $200. Then tier 3 is $400. Aside the first $300 that you have contributed, which is why you see $100, $200, $300 is a total of $700. If you want to get to tier 4, you add another $800, it becomes $1,500. You want to get to tier 5, you add an extra $1,600, it becomes $3,100. I'm currently at tier 7, which means I have made a contribution of $12,700, and I have team members here who are also on tier 7. Some of them are on tier 6, tier 5, various tiers depending on where the level they got. So again, it's open to everyone. But the interesting thing here is that whatever you contribute between tier 1 to tier 7 is divided 50-50. Like I said, 50% will go into passive trade, 50% will go into the network, which is what you get to witness here, okay? Now, beyond that, you get to see the unit of shares that you are getting for being a part of this. So for me, at tier 7, I already have 127 units, okay, of their shares. Now, any contribution made between tier 8 to tier 10 will be divided 70-30 because that's higher money coming in, okay? And so they put in 70% to work for you passively. So it gets to trade passively for you. Just think about that. That's actually multiplying your wealth. So that's why we call this the DAISY Wealth Multiplier system. But that's just a fraction of the system. So if you want to max out between tier 1 and tier 7 and tier 10, it needs a total of $102,300 to max out the entire entry level. Okay, but again, you can start from tier 1 and upgrade accordingly progressively. Can I do all at once? Yes. Can I? Is there a time limit to which I can upgrade? There's no time limit. As long as the project is not completed yet, there is no time limit. You can just keep upgrading and you'll see the benefit also of doing that. Okay. For those of us who choose to build a community and build a tribe, like I said, there are rewards. So let's quickly talk about the referral plan. They have 3 ways to which you are rewarded, what we call instant upfront income, residual income from trading profits. Trades are happening. Again, from your team, you are also being paid. We'll talk about that. Then we have stock equity. So as well, we talk profit, equity, and income. The interesting thing is that all your payments are happening instantaneously. I got somebody this afternoon again, we were on the call, and he said he just registered somebody and found out that the money was in his wallet instantaneously. I said, yes, they don't keep the money in the back office, so everything comes instantly so that there is no story that touches. Well, all of this begins first by building your own personal community. So in this case, you get to earn 5% direct bonus from your personal referral. What does that mean? Somebody joins you at tier 1, $100, you're going to earn 5% of that. If the person upgrades to tier 2 tomorrow, you're going to earn another 5%. What if the person goes to tier 3, you earn another 5%. The person goes to tier 10, cumulative of 102,300, you're going to earn about 5,115 because that's 5% of that. So imagine one person and the person keeps upgrading, you keep earning. What if you have 10 of them, you have 100, you have 1,000 of them? I mean, that can come in very handy for you. Now, you can even earn matrix bonuses up to 10 generations for every tier you contribute to. So what this simply means, like I said, there are 10 tier level. For every tier you contribute, you get that tier fill up. I was talking with one of our team leader today, who is very, very analytical, Emeka Amakwa, and he was saying, look, this thing is much more like those of us who grew up in the village. Who grew up in the village, wherever, even in town, those days, where when it rains, everybody comes up with their own bucket and just to collect the water from the rain. So if you do not have a bucket, you cannot collect the water or whatever jerry can or basin or whatever container you brought. So based on the tier that you open, it simply means if I'm on tier 1, I've brought out one basin. If I have tier 2, I've brought out another basin. If I have tier 3, I mean, those of us growing up much younger, you know, if it's possible to have been collecting the water with spoon, everybody, you bring up any available container just to make sure you get the water. So this is also available here, that for you get bonuses, matrix bonuses, up to 10 generation if you have that basin open. And in this case, it's the tier. Your first generation, like I said, is a 3 by 10 matrix. So the first generation is 10, 3 people. Your second generation is 9. Your third generation, 27. It keeps going down up to 10 generation. Now, you unlock a new matrix for each tier contribution. It means tier 1 has its own matrix. Tier 2 has its own 10 matrix. Tier 3 has its own 10 matrix, up to tier 10. So we have 10 tiers, but we have 10 matrix system, which is the dirt for each of these tiers that are open. Now, let me throw more light on that. So let's say you are you've made a contribution of $100. Now, a $100 tier has its own 10 generation, which was what I explained. So you can see 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, 729, 2,187, up to the 10th generation. Totaling, that's 59,683. When you add it all together, you're having about 88,572 opportunities, okay, matrix opportunities for you to earn from. So that's on $100. Now, what if you are on $100, you got somebody who joined you on $100, then the person jumps to $200, you are not on $200. Now, this is what will happen. You will still earn the 5% personal referral bonus, but because you do not have that basin, okay, that bucket, that container for a 200, the matrix bonuses that will be happening will not come to you. It will be compressed to somebody at the top that has a 200, because again, you cannot collect water with the basin you do not have. You only have a $100 basin, but you don't have a $200 basin. So when spillovers are happening, things are happening within the $200 community, you do not have that. And it simply means for me, you are leaving money on the table. But somebody says, can I just jump from $100? Perhaps I just want to do $400. I have $400. I just want to start with $400. No, you cannot start with 400. You will need to have come in with 100. Then you upgrade to 200. That's a total of 300. It simply means you can't do 400 because what is left is just $100. So please, you do your upgrades sequentially. I hope that's clear. So let's talk about the matrix bonus. There's so much money on this table. And I'll just, for time, just show you just one example of the possibilities to which you can earn. Remember, for every basin you bring out, you collect your own water. For every matrix you open, you earn more. So if I am just on tier 1, I'm limiting myself while the rain is still falling. Why don't I open up more tiers so that I can earn much more? But in the case that you choose to stay with the limited container that you have, in this case is $100, because 100 tier 1 is the list here, which is $100. Let me just show you what is possible with just tier 1. Look at it. If tier 1, you are on tier 1 and 3 people fall under your structure, you did not even get them in. Okay, you're going to earn 4% of whatsoever each of them come, because anybody that, if you are within tier 1 to tier 7, anybody that comes in within your first 2 generations, whether you brought them in or a spillover, you will earn 4% of whatsoever they contributed. which is where some of us are seed monies in our wallet that we did not even get anybody in yet. But somebody fell under your structure. It's within your first two. So if the person made $100 contribution and you have $100 bucket, because you must have that bucket open, you will earn 4%. But what if the person goes to 200? You do not have a $200 tier open, so you wouldn't get that 4% of the 200. So you get it based on the fact that you have $100. But 3 of them here would have given you $12. What of second generation? That's 9 people would have given you $36. But can you see, just being on $100 tier, everybody just contributing $100 tier, down 10 generation, I told you 10 generation is about 88,572 people, you could stand the chance to earn potentially 344,000 US dollars with just $100. And yes, you had me without even referring anybody. It's coming in trickles, but listen, if you're on tier 1, it will get to that 10 generation. It's a matter of time. Okay, but you do not have control over that, so enjoy it. But if you want it to be faster, you become a part of the community, build a tribe also, so that you can fast track your earning and help support others. So if $100 can give you about $344,000 without lifting a finger, and it's coming as spillover, what do you think if you were to go to 200? What do you think 200 will give you? Because 200 should be giving you probably double of this. What if you go to tier 3? What if you go to tier 4? So for some of us who understand this, we just open many tiers down, so that it doesn't matter today, somebody just upgrade to tier 3. We already have that bucket out. We have that container up to collect our own pie, okay? Our own portion of the cake. So every time there is a contribution, 3% or 4%, as you can see here, 3% or 4% of whatsoever the person contributes comes to you if it falls within your structure. I hope this makes sense. I just showed you just what is possible with just $100. Now there's a grace period available for everyone. Now let me back up. Let me back up here. You can see here that for you to get to generation 3, you needed 3 people who would have brought in $1,000. That would give you the opportunity to earn from 27 people. For you to get to generation 4, you need 6 people to join you, and they should have made cumulatively $2,000 in contribution. You make 80, you can earn 3% from 81 people. I mean, imagine you're earning from 81 people, you only brought in 6 people. What if you choose to max it out? You have get 24 people in, and they could be more than 24. They could be 1,000 people, but you get a minimum of 24 people in, and they've done $128,000 US dollars in total contribution. Whatsoever they contribute, imagine you earning 4% of that. That's quite sizable just coming to you. So you can go deeper and to qualify to earn more from this number of people, because any from 88,000 people, because you have gotten 24 people who have done this, that's pure leverage. 88,000 people, how many people do you get in just 24? Okay, that's pure leverage. Now, what this next slide here is showing is that your very first 48 hours of joining, which some of us have seen, you will discover immediately you sign up, you see your back office shows 47 hours and start counting down. What it means is that there is no matrix qualification required. Within your first 48 hours of joining, perhaps you open down tier 1 buckets, tier 2, tier 3, tier 5, tier 10, and you have not met those requirements of getting 3 people with 1,000, getting 24 people with 228,000. The system says your first 24 hours, all matrix bonuses are released to you if they come under your structure, because you are supposed to meet those requirements to be able to earn them. But now you earn matrix bonuses on all 10 generations within your first 48 hours. What happens after my 48 hours? It returns back to the level where you are, and you now continue to earn on that level. Now, for everyone who are on tier 1, if you are on tier 1, you have $100, they've suspended the entire matrix requirement, not just for 48 hours, but for life. That's why I said you can earn 344,000 US dollars just being on tier 1, because no matrix requirement is needed for life. Anytime somebody drops under your structure, you are going to earn. For those of us on tier 2 that have the tier 2 bucket open up, what do you get? You can unlock the tier 2, not just simply by meeting the number. So for example, for me to get to tier 3, I just needed 3 people in there, or whether the 3 people are even on $100. As long as you have 3 people, It doesn't matter the requirement, you will earn that matrix level commission whatsoever people are contributing at that level. Well, for those of us from tier 3 to tier 10, you've got to unlock both requirements, both on the personal whatsoever they need and the total fund, the number of people needed and the funds that cumulatively they should have contributed. So all of these are some requirements. You will throw more light subsequently. And we have other videos that covers all of this in detail. The interesting thing here is that you earn matrix check matching bonus. What does this mean? Now, I talk about somebody earning about $344,000 US just from $100 participation, even at spillovers and the rest. Now, if you are the one that brought that person, whatever the person earned, you are going to earn 10% of that because $100, everybody starts with $100. If the person is on tier 2 and you are on tier 2, whatever the person earned, you are also earning 10%. So whether you believe in tithing or not, whether you are called or you call yourself, you collect the tithe here. There is something we call pay setup bonus. Pay setup bonus basically is within your first 30 days, which again, for some of us, you see a countdown telling you your first 30 days. If you are able to get 3 people in who have done $1,000, you're going to earn from 27 people. But if you make this happen within your first 30 days, the system will gift you the next level. You see, instead of you earning from 27, you can now potentially earn from 81. Even if you've not met the requirements that are needed, but because you've met 3, they gift you 4. If you meet 4, they give you 5. If you meet 5, you get. So some of us will see a little box somewhere on our matrices. Okay, that they are telling you that next level has been gifted to you. But if you are able to, within your first 30 days, get to generation 10, what does that mean? It means you have 24 people. You have 24 people who have done $128,000 US. You are now what we call a pace setter gold member. And now, what do you get being a Pacesetter Gold member? Number one, you will get, if you're able to unlock this within your first 30 days, please, if you hit this after your 30th day, maybe your 31st day or whatever, it does not count anymore. It must happen in your first 30 days. You get to earn 1.8% of all global crowdfunding contributions. So whatsoever they are contributing in the world, whether it's in your team or not, anywhere in the world, 1.8% of that is allocated to the people who are Pacesetter and they share it. What of if, so right now we have about 442 people who have qualified for that. Any restriction anywhere in the world, 1.8% of that is available and they get to share, paid to them instantaneously. 1.25% of all global reward trade. So as the trades are happening, people are withdrawing, 1.25% of that profit is also allocated to them being paid. There's an extra 5% equity share in Endotech. Apart from the 5% that they give to the entire community, if you're in the Pacesetter group, they released another 5%. You got to think about it. Almost 140,000 of us right now because we have over 140,000 in the community. But now, and we are sharing 5%. And now just 400 and something people are also sharing 5%. That's a mega pie. And some other things benefit. But you must make this happen with your first 30 days. So check your countdown clock. And if you need to pay up, you pay up. In case you do not make it, but you're able to make 3 of your team members who join you directly to work with them to become Pacesetter, you become a Pacesetter leader. Now, remember, your own 30 days might have expired, but each one of them have their own 30 days. So as they meet their own 30 days, you qualify. That's why there is no time limit for you to qualify. But once you become a Pacesetter leader, the same 1.8% around the globe is also kept aside to be shared. Another 1.25% is also kept aside to be shared. So if you are fortunate enough to be able to qualify for both, think about it, 3.6% from every contribution worldwide is coming to you. 2.5%, okay? That's 1.25% into 2 places from all trading profit worldwide is coming to you, and you all are sharing it. That's retirement on steroid because you just hold your phone. So somebody's registering in Japan, in Kuwait, wherever they are around the world, and you just keep receiving such money. And guess what? The monies are paid instantaneously. So imagine thousands of deposits every single day directly into your wallet. And you get to earn from every single contribution made by every single contributor around the world instantaneously. That's what makes this totally different. Now, there's also what we call the unilevel residual bonus. Remember, I talked about the fact that for everybody who makes a contribution, there's a portion of it that is into trade. As people are withdrawing their trade, you get benefits. For every of your director withdraws their trade profit, you get 3.5% of that. Remember, I said 50% was being returned back to the community aside the 70% given to you. This is where that 50% is being disbursed. So for every of your direct that gets to withdraw, it is their profit. You have your own profit, but they withdraw their profit, you earn 3.5%. Now, they are also building their team, and their team members are also withdrawn, and you are collecting 1%. Think about just multiple doors, and there is no limit because you withdraw today, they withdraw today, you get paid. What if there's profit next week, next month? They withdraw again. Why? Another profit coming to you. There are 3 categories of contributors here. Those of us who are within tier 1 to tier 7, remember 50% will go into the DAISY fund. Those of us between tier 8 to tier 10, 70% will go into the DAISY fund. But we have those who are VIP contributors where 100% of this is now in your personal trading account. Again, Binance or Gemini or whatever. Now, how do I become a VIP contributor? To become a VIP contributor, it means you should have gotten to tier 10. Can I get instantly? Yes. Some people have moved within 4 minutes down there. So of us, we grow, we just keep growing and upgrading. I'm on tier 7, so I'm just three more upgrades to become a VIP contributor. Now, when you make that happen, 100% of the fund is now in your custody. You are not sending money. Money is not with Endotech. You open your own personal Binance account, and rather than $1 million that is required, they are willing to accept a minimum of $20,000 at this point in time. The fund is under your control. They set up their algorithm to be trading from your own device. So again, you have a mobile ATM machine moving with you wherever you are in the world and making profits for you. Now, in the community, you are getting 70%, but because your personal fund, your personal trade, you get to keep 80% of it. 10% return back to the community. They take 10% for performance fees. So just think about how this works. So that is all about Project 1. But please, Project 1 is different from Project 2. You can be a part of Project 1 and you are not a part of Project 2. If you want to be a part of Project 2, then there are requirements. But before we go into Project 2, let's just give you a snippet of what Project 2 is all about, and I'll be back.
For a decentralized crowdfunding platform, an ecosystem where disruptive projects in our disruptive community come together to create success. After growing to nearly 150,000 active contributors and reaching over 150 million in crowdfunding contributions in just 90 days, it was clear that DAISY was in a position for a powerful future. The expansion to create a fully decentralized environment where people from around the world can participate in launching some of the biggest projects in the world is the next evolution for innovative companies to find the community backing they deserve, and for the community to find the projects they inspire. Built on the utility of the DAISY token, this DCO platform is strongly positioned to be one of the most rewarding opportunities for everyone who participates. When you own the DAISY token and choose to stake it into the DCO ecosystem, you unlock many benefits. Staking the DAISY token gives you on the platform. DAISY yields after every project sale is completed. Exclusive participation at the lowest price for every project. Yield booster rewards, referral rewards, and influencer rewards. And every DAISY staker has governance voting rights. And what makes a DAISY DCO platform unique? We only partner with disruptive projects and blockchain platforms. We are a record-breaking global crowdfunding community. We offer the highest rewards of any launch. Top-level team support for each project's success. We are a fully cross-chain platform and token. We are a decentralized, autonomous organization governed by the community. The initial projects that we have partnered with all have the potential to be multi-billion-dollar companies. And by owning the DAISY token, we win together. Our roadmap includes a massive and ongoing media campaign filled with very big announcements for the world to see, including partnerships with top exchanges in the open market, media channels, backing from top blockchain influencers, strategic partnerships with top platforms and blockchains, and project announcements that will disrupt multiple industries. For those community members who were able to participate in the private pre-sale rounds, congratulations. For those who purchased the DAISY token in the open market, congratulations and welcome to the community. There is an exciting future for DAISY, and together we are making history.
Okay, we are making history, because what we have here in project 2 is the DAISY DeFi Launchpad. Somebody asks, what is DeFi? What is this project all about? Well, DeFi is decentralized finance and is the fastest growing and the most lucrative sector in the cryptocurrency market. DeFi is the future of finance because it's removing the middlemen like banks, facilitating peer-to-peer lending and borrowing. So what we are involved here, the first one, we raised capital for Endotech, but the second one is that the capital raise is to fund the Launchpad platform of the DAISY Launchpad and to be able to bring top DeFi projects to the market. You can receive, again, equity reward and profits, and you also have access to DeFi tokens at heavily discounted prices. Now, the DAISY DeFi token and the DCO Launchpad that we are having, number one, already this went live July 1 to DAISY members. Those of us who are already in the community, this actually went live just about 9 days ago, July 1st. Then it will be listed on CoinMarketCap and public exchanges, because to be listed August 1 on Uniswap. Already, if you go to CoinMarketCap and you type DAISY Launchpad, you will see it is already there, just waiting to go live for it to be populated. It's a cross-chain DeFi Launchpad, so it's not like if you go to Uniswap only takes Ethereum. If you go to Pancake, you have BNB. But what we are having here is a cross-chain that will have all of that and more. So DAISY token is utility token for the DAISY Launchpad, because people get to ask, what's the use case? So this is the use case, because for you to function on Uniswap, you need Ethereum. For you to function on our Launchpad, you need the DAISY token. Now, you can stake your DAISY token and you are going to earn free DeFi tokens in every project coming to use our platform. Just valuation on the CoinMarketCap is when we go live August 1, the price will be $5. $5 August 1, and we're just about 20 days to that. DAISY members can secure pre-sale token from 10 cents to $1. Okay, 3 rounds of that are already taken, and I'll show you where we are currently. There's peer-to-peer model only for DAISY member. So as you get to share with your friends who are also buying the DAISY tokens, you also get rewarded. Again, for 6% of the token purchases goes into the smart contract. So for some of us, you find out people join you in the project one, you get to earn. People buy the token, you get to earn. Such a beautiful system. We have 3 bonus pools for DAISY members with 10 million tokens in each pool. It's a promo. Okay, to be able to reward people who are building the community. There's referral bonus, all again paying instantly to your Tron wallet. So get to check your Tron wallet every time an activity happens and you see your money there. Token packs follow current genealogy and reward plan of what we have in Project 1. And we have token pre-sale is limited to 30% of the total supply. So total DAISY token is about a billion token. Out of that, they are releasing just 300 million of this. Now, out of this 300 million, round 1 that began July 1 was just 75%, or 75 million, okay, 75 million token at 10 cents. Again, within 12 hours was exhausted. Then we move into round 2 that covered 25 cents, also totally sold out. Then we move into round 3, which was at 50 cents, and this just ended 73 days ago, July 7. And the remaining ones that were not sold were totally burnt. Okay, so this is a deflationary token. They were burnt, and what was burnt was about $50 million US. Somebody sent me a message, it might be on this call, sent me a message, said, can we please know where they are burning it? Let's tip the police people, let them resell it to us at probably 40 cents or something like that. Okay, just a little humor there. But again, this is to tell you this is real. They are not trying to resell what was not sold, they bumped it. So again, right now, round 1 gone, round 2 gone, round 3 gone. If you log in right now to daisypresale.com, you will see that the pre-sale has been ended. So what's available next for those of us who are joining in and you still want the token? There's what we call the preferred customer round. That's where we are right now, the PC round. So the PC round will be beginning July 15th, okay? 12 noon Nigerian time, 12 noon Nigerian time, July 15th, and will end at 12 noon July 30th. I will encourage us to take this fast, because some of us will wait till the last 20 minutes, the last 15 minutes. Then we now want magic to happen for the leaders to begin to fund you and work multiple with their hands. So we have 2 weeks, okay? Today is 10th, so we just have 5 days for this to go live. 12 noon, okay? So that's the time period for this DAISY token for the preferred customer round. Who can participate in this PC round? Well, any member of the DAISY community who have registered and has funded a minimum of tier 1 in the DAISY AI crowd fund. So if you're already in our project 1, you can participate. Now, people who have not joined the DAISY community and they don't want to join the community, they just want to buy the token, because there are some people are going to Binance, going to different things, buy token. You don't need to be in any community, okay? So there are people like that. So no, I don't want to be in the community. I just want to get the token. Is it possible? Yes, they can on this route. Now, how many tokens are sold in the PC round that are available? 75 million. Remember, it was 300 million, and I said 30%. So we already have first round gone, second round, third round gone, 75 million each. So now the last one is this 75 million. Any token not sold in the PC round will again be bumped. And remember, as they are burning it, the value of the token will be shooting up, because that's bringing scarcity. So what is the token price for the PC round in case you choose to participate? It's a linear price. It's a linear increase in price after each purchase. So it means as people are buying, the price will gradually be rising. So you don't want to wait till July 30th. You will be buying at the highest price, because the token price will be starting at $1, okay, 1 USDT. It will be increasing up to the final price of $1.50. Those of us who have been a part of the round 1, round 2, round 3, you understand the need to buy early. So if in case you are thinking of buying at this PC round, please, immediately it opens up that July 15, make sure you seize the opportunity, because you will be getting it at least at $1. Now, the earlier you purchase, the lower the price you pay. Now, there are bonuses for members of the community who still want to buy in the PC round. Now, if you are registered in the community up to July 7, 12 noon Nigerian time, that you were registered in our community, and you now still want to buy from this PC round, whatsoever you purchase, you'll be receiving 25% additional tokens on that PC purchase. So if I buy $100 worth, I'll get extra 25. If I buy $1,000 worth, I will get extra 250. Why? You are in the community. Those who are not in the community will not get that. If you are not in the community as at July 7, 12 noon Nigerian time, and you now registered afterwards, well, you are not left out. You'll be receiving 10% additional token on whatsoever you purchase. But you must, which means from July 7 even up to July 30th, as long as before you now make the purchase. You don't make the purchase, you now enjoy. No, you've got to be in the community before you now make the purchase. You will get 10%. So if you buy 100, you get an extra 10. If you buy 1,000, you get an extra 100 token added to you. I hope that's clear. How many tokens can you purchase in the PC round? Well, remember, in the first 3 rounds, you buy them according to your tier level. But on the PC round, is not tied to your tiers. Any number of token at the price listed at the time of purchase, which will be in the range of $1 to $150, depending on when you buy. So can I just buy 23? Yes, you can. Can I buy 62? Yes, you can. Can I buy 101? Yes, you can. That's what we are saying here. So it is not tied to your tiers, because, for example, I have somebody who wanted 7,000 but now got just about 3,000 plus. So he doesn't need to buy in tiers. He can just, okay, 7,000 minus whatever I get, and he pays that amount, and he gets it added. So the optimal outcome is to purchase as many tokens as you can and as quickly as you can. Do token purchase in the PCRO have a vesting period? Yes. Now, all discounted pre-sale and PC round tokens have a vesting period, meaning it's like an escrow account. You lock it down. Now, 5% of the token purchase are unvested over the first 90 days. So whatever you purchase, your first 90 days, they will release 5% of it. But interestingly, the 5% is released every single day from August 1. Every single day, they keep releasing. So you already have tokens in case you want to continue to stake or you want to sell them. Now, right now we're talking about the PC round. So the balance of the tokens are unvested at the rate of 10% per month. So after your first 3 months, where you get 5%, from your 4th month, you are getting 10% of your token released to you. Okay, and there's a reason for this, very, very intentional. Do my vested token earn staking reward? Yes. So it's like it's also even getting you interest, getting you profit. Okay, you are getting rewarded with a Daisy token and other things that are attached to it. Unvested tokens can continue to be staked or sold. So even if it has been released to you, you can stake it or you can choose to sell it in the market at the prevailing price. Vesting of token protects the price of token by avoiding token owners who bought low, selling tokens quickly and negatively affecting the price. So already imagine right now, by July 15, to be sold at $1. Some of us got it at 10 cents. You already 1,000%, 10x. You've already done 10x the price. So now get to think about that the minute you release it because you had 1 million to go, you dump it. Yeah, that's a pump and dump group. So this is very intentional. The tokenomics is very tight, making sure it's being released appropriately to make sure the market absorbs it, because there'll be much more demand than what we have, takes the price, which is also good for you. How does a non-Daisy member access the PC round? Okay, I don't want to be a member of the community. I just want to buy. Well, they must be referred by an existing member of the Daisy community, meaning you as a Daisy community member, you will have a referral link, okay? It will be available in your Daisy back office, okay? So please, when we go live that 15, you will get a referral link which you can give to people who don't want to be in the community to be a part of this PC round, and you'll be rewarded also for it. So what do I earn from PC round purchases made by Daisy members? Now, please, if you're a Daisy member, you don't need a referral link. There will be no referral link for Daisy members. Daisy member, just go to daisypresale.com and you will buy, because remember, if you go in there, it is tied to your wallet, to your account. So it already identifies with you and you buy. So if you have a team member who chooses to buy, you get reward, but they must be a member of the Daisy community. You must be a member of the Daisy community in case you have people coming to buy. You are going to earn 10% referral bonus. Remember, referral bonus is 5% whatsoever anybody buys. But right now on this PC round, if a member of your team in Daisy buys, you are going to earn 10% of whatever they buy. It's high. It's been increased from 5%. So that's it. That's very profitable. And you're still going to earn 3 to 4% matrix bonus. I talked about the matrix bonus that even what $100 could give us. And people are now buying $23, $50, $100, $1,000, and you're still getting all of that. And if you're direct, you're collecting 10%. Guys, this is huge. So what do I earn from PC round purchases for people who are not members of the Daisy community? You are going to earn 10% again referral bonus. So anybody that uses your link, which is why you've got to promote this, send your links out, people will register. They are not in the community, but you will earn. And apart from earning 10%, you earn 4% matrix bonus. So somebody puts in, let's say, $100 to just buy $100, maybe at $1. You earn 10%. First of all, you've earned $10. Then you earn 4% because the person is covered under your mark. That's another $4. So it means for every $100, you earn $14. That is if it is directly brought in by you. If it is spillover, you just earn $4. So just see $4 coming into your wallet real time. Guys, this is quite exciting. Now, if I'm not a Daisy member, can I join Daisy before July 15? Yes, you can join before or during the PC round. So, but I do not like things. Remember, once already on the 15, people want to jump in very fast and you begin to panic to be able to get in at that $1. Remember, as more people are coming, the price will be rising. So that's how this is factored to work. So don't wait until that July 15 to activate your membership. You should do that now so that you know there's funds already in your wallet. In the next 5 days, you activate. So set up your wallet, fund it, and register with Daisy so you are 100% ready to purchase at the preferred customer round, and you also be able to refer others. So refer others to buy token and earn instant payment that can fund more token purchases. I mean, I get people calling me to say, can you imagine, I bought more shares was because from the commission I earned from people. I bought more tokens because I got the spillovers happening, I earn more. So there's a whole lot of win-win for every one of us in the community if we follow what has been shared. So the clock is ticking. And what we have here is, again, is time sensitive. It's just a 15-day window open for the preferred customer. Act now so that you can lock in at this price. Remember, August 1, this is going for $5. If you are getting at $1 or even $1.50 is still a good price point. You earn passive reward by simply owning the Daisy token and staking it. So I encourage you tonight, if you have somebody joining us for the first time, join today, position yourself to earn from both the Daisy AI platform and the Daisy DeFi token and the Launchpad. So again, how do I join Daisy? You got to download TronLink wallet. And I beg you, please, when you download your wallet, save your 12 mnemonic. Somebody made a very expensive blunder yesterday. He wanted me to fund him, to help him with funds, and his account was funded. He maybe doesn't understand how it works. So I said to him, I said, are you seeing what I sent? He said, not exactly. So he went somewhere, he saw the Tron amount. So I said to him, I said, have you backed up your mnemonic? He said, yes, he has. So he said, but he's not seeing it. The next thing he just sent to me, he said, I've deleted the app from my phone. I'm trying to install it again. So I said, okay, where is the mnemonic? He said, no, I didn't write it out. It was still in the phone. I didn't write it out. But I said, they told you to back it up. He said, I did in my head. I just put in what they wanted, but I didn't write it out. And unfortunately, that account is gone. Let that not be your story. Please, when you download a TronLink wallet, back up on offline. Either you copy out your 12 mnemonic, copy out your private key or your key store. Any of those three can be used to recover your account in the case where you lose your password. So prepare 100 USDT, 1,023.42, any amount you want to buy, prepare that. Get the relevant Tron, because Tron is needed for the gas fees. Get the link for if you want to join the community from your referrer, and you can fund, secure your spot, and let's go big with this. So what's the next step? Get back to the person who shared this with you so that they can show you how to get started immediately. Like I always like to say, that the next move is on you. Remember that the capacity to earn is a gift, the ability to earn is a skill, but the willingness to earn is absolutely a choice you and you alone will have to make. I want to say thank you for being a part of this presentation. Truly appreciate sharing your time and investing that time wisely with us.